Hey guys, it's like 7:30. Let me check the phone. 7:50. Wow, it is late on a Sunday night, the 15th. It is the third week of Vlogmas. Sorry. I was gonna cook dinner tonight, but then I ended up taking a nap until like 6:30, and that's way too late to start an actual dinner. So I'm having a Nor Fiesta side Spanish rice for dinner. Yeah, that's my super amazing dinner tonight. I have on a new shirt that I bought in Disney. While we were there, the new color Belle Bronze released. So I got this shirt. It's a little bit big. This is a medium. Sleeves are a little bit too long, but it's got a hood. It's super soft, super comfy, perfect for just lounging around on a Sunday afternoon, evening. And I need to eat my dinner because it's getting a little bit late, and then edit the weekly vlog that needs to go up today. But I figured it's time to do the calendar and some Christmas ornaments. So let's do that. So here we go, day 15 is this little pink bauble ornament. I don't know what you want to call that, but there it is. A little ornament. I figure let's do these three today. So this is a Santa Jack. Mom got him for me last year because he matched the Santa Jack on top of my tree that she also got me. And, you know, we're doing Nightmare Before Christmas this year. And then this one I picked up, I want to say in February at Disneyland, but it's red. I really wish I had gotten the old red head ornament, but I'm happy to at the very least have red on my tree. And then we have this Tinkerbell with some garland, and I put her on my tree for Jordan. You know, I wasn't going to put any Tinkerbells on, but I only have two, and, you know, we're doing a lot of things for Jordan these days. So, Tinkerbell for Jordan. And we're watching Liv and Maddie, because I'm an adult. So I'm going to go eat my rice and edit a vlog and go from there. We had a good day at the rink. Taught my kids some practice, hung out with my friends. So, what more do you need? That's where we be. Happy Sunday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night. Good morning, everyone. It is day 16 for Vlogmas. I am getting ready to go to work. I have just put the thing on my calendar. It's this little red sparkling ornament. But, we got that nonsense going on today. I don't like it. The road doesn't look too bad, but that nonsense is going on and I do not approve. None of that. None of that. Hey guys, it's like 6 o'clock on Monday, December 16th. I'm home from work and I'm currently making dinner before I have to go to the gym tonight. So I thought I'd show you what I'm doing in the kitchen since I've got, you know, nothing else to film because I'm an inherently boring person. So tonight we are having stuffed pepper soup. So in this big pot here, I sauteed some ground beef and then sauteed a couple bell peppers, some onion, and then added one of those big cans of diced tomatoes, a can of tomato paste, a carton of beef broth, and I'm bringing it up to a boil right now so it can simmer for like half an hour. And then over in this one we've got the rice going. You know, as rice do. Technically, according to the recipe, you're supposed to add the rice to the soup later, but then, you know, the rice would suck up all the soup, so I keep them separate, so that way there is still some soup in my soup when I go to eat it tomorrow. This is one of my favorite recipes. I just think it's, I mean, I love bell peppers, and, you know, it's really good and relatively easy. You know, I don't want to say quick and easy because, you know, it's got to simmer for half an hour and whatnot. Let me grab my R2-D2 kitchen timer so I can set that. But, you know, all things considered, it's a pretty easy dinner and very, very yummy. So, that's what we be doing. Like I said, I'm going to the gym tonight. I've got aerial yoga at 7:45, so I need to leave at like 6:45, so you know I'm going to be cutting a little bit close on eating this dinners. But Oh goody, the rice is trying to explode. As rice do. Whatever. It's fine. Doesn't bother me. I need to clean the stove anyway. So, I'm gonna sign off for now and let my dinner cook, and I'll see you guys either after the gym or tomorrow. Bye. So here's the finished product. As my camera fogs up because it's very hot. But I put the rice on the bottom and then spoon some soup on top. And I'm catching up on Disney Double Dose. So I'm gonna eat this and try not to burn the crap out of my mouth because I've got like 15 minutes before I need to leave for the gym. And I'm not dressed yet. So, laters. So I just got home from the gym and I do need to go shower. But I stopped at Wendy's and got a Frosty, and I think I'm going to start Force Awakens because I think we all know what movie comes out this week, and I definitely do not have time to watch 10 Star Wars movies, but I do think there's time aplenty to watch Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, so I'm going to start Force Awakens tonight. There's no way I'm going to finish it. It's like 9:45 and I have work tomorrow, but I can start it and get a decent way through it and then, you know, watch the rest of it tomorrow and then watch The Last Jedi and be ready for The Rise of Skywalker. I'm so excited. So, here we go. Let's Force Awakens while I eat a Frosty, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Hey guys, it's like 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. I have not talked to you in a couple days. I just finished my Last Jedi rewatch. Yesterday morning I had a doctor's appointment, and so, you know, went to work late, so it kind of threw off my whole system. So I'm going to show you a couple ornaments and then show you the calendar and then go to bed because it is late and I have work tomorrow and Star Wars tomorrow. So let's just do a couple ornaments that are right here. Let's start with this one. It's the Magic Kingdom tumbler. And then up here is the Hollywood Studios, which I need to not pull off the tree. Let's see, right here we have a Nightmare Before Christmas 25th anniversary, which I really like these ornaments that Disney's doing now. And so this one came out last year. Grandma got it for me. This one, I have no idea where it's from. I've had it for years, but it's this cute little Simba, and he's got a present in his mouth, and it says Tunala. And it's been at my dad's house, and so he re-gifted it to me last year. He, you know, included it as part of my Christmas presents, mailing it to me so I could have it on my tree. Over here we have a Captain Jack from Hallmark that a family friend got me. Here we have the Yoda that matches the R2 on the bottom from my stepdad. And then over here we have Episode 2 Padme in her Geonosis outfit. She's even got the scratches on her back from the execution creature on Geonosis. And so, yeah, those are some ornaments for now. And then let's go over to my tree calendar. I think the last one that I showed you was this one. And we have the 17th, which is an angel, and the 18th, which is another one of these weird shapes. But this one is blue. So we're down to the last row. And we've got Star Wars tomorrow. And not much else planned. Like I said, I'm very boring. But I'm really excited for Star Wars and for wandering around the mall. So I'll probably take my camera with me to work tomorrow. I think I'm just going to go straight to the mall from work, because I get off like 4 and the movie starts at 7, and I want to have dinner at the mall because there's this really awesome place called Zen Burger, which is a wine and burger bar, and they have amazing burgers and amazing fries and a really good salted caramel milkshake, and salted caramel is literally my favorite. But for now, I am going to go to bed, and I will see you guys tomorrow with Star Wars. Good night. It's Star Wars day, and I'm running a little bit late for work, so I'm just going to show you the calendar and then get on the road because I've got to get to work. I mean, luckily they don't really care what time I show up. I mean, as long as I show up, at, you know, a reasonable hour. So let's do the calendar, let's go to work, and then let's go to Star Wars. So today, the 19th, is this little bell. So that's current progress of the calendar. You know, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and we will be done. And quick shot of the tree with the dwindling wrapped presents underneath it, because I keep opening them because there's no reason not to. So let's go to work so we can go to Star Wars. Like literally less than 12 hours. Star Wars. So I need to shower and do some things before I go to bed, but I wanted to say a few words about Rise of Skywalker, spoiler free of course. So for starters, if you haven't figured it out yet, by now I am a huge Star Wars fan. And, you know, in that regard, I'm not one of those Star Wars fans that hates everything but the original trilogy. Like, you see it all the time, people bashing the prequels. No, they're not spectacular pieces of film, and they do have a lot of flaws, and there's definitely ways to fix them, and I think Belated Media, in his What If Star Wars original or prequels were good, did a really good job of addressing some of the big issues with that. But, you know, they're not bad. And people hated on The Force Awakens for being so similar to New Hope, but one of the things that Belated Media says is that when you're revisiting a franchise, you want it to feel old and new, and you can do that with characters like Phantom Menace tried, or you can do it with theming and parallels, which is what Force Awakens did. And it did feel old and new. It felt like a Star Wars film. And it did a really good job of introducing you to the new cast of characters while convincing you it was a Star Wars film, which let Last Jedi do some really incredible things. Like, Last Jedi, they say, is the most polarizing Star Wars film ever. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Because, you know, if you think about it, you know, your characters have two paths they can go on based on their past and the choices in front of them, and we expected all these characters to go down path A, and Rian Johnson took them down path B. And no, it's not the one we expected, but if you think about it, it made sense. And then now Rise of Skywalker, they've also said is extremely polarizing, and people either love it or hate it. I loved it. I don't think there's a single Star Wars movie that I hate. I mean, I do have a rankings list, which the original, my top 3 before a couple hours ago was Empire, Rogue One, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker has bumped Last Jedi out. I'm just not sure where in the top 3 it is. Because, you know, I'm still not quite thinking about it critically, because, you know, I'm still in this euphoric sense right now. And yeah, there was a lot of question about how JJ was going to tie up the loose ends that Rian Johnson, you know, there are a lot of people like, Rian Johnson just cut the ropes that JJ was, you know, using to build his story, and now JJ has to hastily tie it back together. But you know what? I think this movie did a really good job of tying up the story of the Skywalker family with a neat little bow that is made from a whole bunch of seemingly meaningless threads from the previous movies. Like, when they went to write this movie, they clearly did their homework and rewatched everything in the Skywalker saga. Like, there's so many things that, as a huge fan, like I am, that I really appreciated. So many things that I'm like, oh, you know, I remember this from, you know, this is clearly a callback to this line in this movie, or this is really similar to this scene in this movie. And, you know, there was more of that theming and parallels in some of the scenes, and just little little threads that finally got some emotional payoff. Like, I mean, I really don't want to spoil anything, but just like the top two, I guess, for me are a line from Revenge of the Sith and a scene in Last Jedi, I think, are the two that really stood out to me. And I'll be honest about another thing. This movie made me care about characters that I didn't give a flying fig about before this movie. I cared about Ben Solo. I did not like him. And I thought his arc was complete and it was interesting. I had an emotion over 3PO. I don't like 3PO. I think he's boring and annoying. But I had an emotion over 3PO. Anyway, I really need to shower and do some other stuff. And if I keep talking, I'm going to drift pretty heavily into spoiler territory, and I really don't want to do that. Like, that's not the purpose of talking about this movie. The purpose is to say that I enjoyed it. I was skeptical going in, and I thought it did a very good job of doing what it needed to do to tie up the story of the Skywalker family. And I'm going to leave it at that. I would say if you want to talk about it, drop it in the comments below. And you're still more than welcome to do that. Just, you know, be careful. Sometimes people read comments from other people and we don't want to accidentally spoil something for somebody who hasn't seen it yet. So, for now, I need to shower and do some wrapping because I have to ship out some presents. And I'm going to do it tomorrow on my lunch break. But, it'll just be me and my supervisor tomorrow because my work best friend is off. So it's like her one day, really, that she can hang out with her brother who lives in Arizona. Her twin brother who lives in Arizona. Because, you know, he's coming home for Christmas. So she's off tomorrow to hang out with her broski. And, yeah. I need to, like, unwind from that movie so I can actually function at work tomorrow. But at least I'm not as much of an emotional wreck as I was after Force Awakens. Like, I distinctly remember I went and saw it alone. And my sister was doing something at the high school and I had to go pick her up. And she got in the car. And I hadn't cried yet. And I was like, just don't even speak to me, and burst into tears. I feel complete right now. And I will leave it at that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Whoa. Tried to drop the camera. Good night, and may the Force be with you. Hey guys, it's a little bit after 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. And I'm getting ready to go to the rink to do a little bit of training with Tony this morning. He keeps saying he's retired from skating, but I know he misses doing the team stuff because that's what he did for years. It's what he's good at. And he keeps complaining that he's out of shape. But he's been busy with school, so he's done for the semester, so we're going in this morning to train for a little bit. So I need to eat and grab my stuff and go, but I didn't film it all yesterday, so I wanted to show you the calendar update for the last 2 days. So here's the 20th, this little candle, 21st, a heart, so we have literally 3 days left, because the calendar only goes to the 24th, so that's the morning update. I will be filming more today. We got to do some baking and stuff to get ready for various Christmas parties, but for now, I need to get ready to go, so I will see you guys later. Okay, so it's like 8 o'clock on Saturday night, and I need to deal with the dishes so that way I can make my 3-layer pie. And I'll definitely show you guys that. But first, it occurred to me that I did not show you the stuff that I bought when I was at the mall on Thursday to see Star Wars. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm also going to watch White Christmas at some point tonight because that's like one of the very few Christmas movies I enjoy. And I haven't watched it yet. It's definitely time to watch White Christmas. So I'm going to get out the stuff that I bought and show you, since I didn't actually do a dressing room try on. I did for Snapchat, but not for this. So I'm going to show you guys this stuff. So the first thing I got is from New York & Company, and it's kind of hard to see because, you know, it's black on black, but it's this short sleeve black t-shirt. that's got this lace floral design. And then the back is more of that lace floral design up at the top with an unnecessary decorative zipper, which I absolutely love unnecessary decorative zippers. They are my favorite thing. And that was on sale for like 10 bucks, so sold. And then I went to Express, which New York & Company and Express are my two favorite stores for work shirts. And I bought this shirt. It is a tank top with a unnecessary cleavage zipper, but it's black with these gold stripes, and it just felt perfect for New Year's. And I wear this style of shirt a lot. Like, I have probably a dozen of this style of shirt from Express in different colors. So when I saw this one, I just had to grab it. And everything at Express was 50% off, except for the stuff that was specially discounted prices. Like this beautiful plaid flannel, which I just love the coloring on this. It's hard to see when we get closer to the Christmas tree, so we have some better lighting. But it's like muted blue and muted green and a muted red. And their flannels were like 20 bucks when the flannels were only like 55. So yeah, I definitely was excited about that. And now I need to go do the dishes so I can get started on the 3-layer pie. So yeah, that's where we be. Saturday night update. I just realized that I forgot to pick up an ingredient for my pie. So I'm gonna go run to Safeway, and then we will start the 3-layer pie making and the watching of the White Christmas. So read the recipe, folks, before you go shopping. Like, I didn't even put it on my shopping list. I don't even know why I was ignoring this ingredient, but while I'm standing here, I might as well show you a few ornaments. I have this one. One of my skating friends, the family I stayed with for Thanksgiving. Dad does wood turning, Mom does glass blowing, and the daughter does pyrography. So she was making ornaments for a while, skating ornaments obviously. So they gave me that one when I was up there last year. There's this tiny little thing. It's just this really thin, like, gold disc, and it says Happy Holidays Disney Movie Club, but it's got Simba on it, and we know how important Simba is. Speaking of, we have this tiny little Simba. I have 2 of these, like, storybook box sets of ornaments. I have a Simba one, and I have a Dead Man's Chest one. And actually, here's one of the ornaments from the Dead Man's Chest one, the Cursed Aztec Gold. So I put in this skull and cross swords and this little Nala. So I tend to put those up. There's other ones in there, like there's a Timon and a Pumbaa and a Scar and a hyena, and these there's like a creepy Davy Jones and a creepy Jack Sparrow and a creepy Will Turner. So I don't put everything from those boxes on there, but these 4 tend to make it on the tree pretty consistently. And shout out to my Mickey Mouse Christmas lights. So I'm gonna run to Safeway, and then we can start making 3-layer pie, and in between steps we can watch White Christmas. So it's time to start the 3-layer pie, and we're gonna start by doing the crust, and then while that's baking, we'll watch the movie, because all the layers go on the cooled crust. This is something that my mom makes every year for the holiday season, and so last year when I wasn't going to be able to go home for Christmas, I demanded that she send me the recipe so I could make it myself. So, I'm sorry, I'll have to ignore the vent fan. The fire alarm does not like it when the oven is turned on if the vent fan is not on. Don't know why, just doesn't. So, the crust is literally just butter and flour. I'm melting the butter right now, and I've got out my pan ready to go, and I will show you periodically along the way, but I need to get this here butter melted. So it's literally 1.5 sticks of butter melted and then 1.5 cups of flour mixed together to form this little dough ball, and I'm going to spray the pan and press it in here. And I don't think the oven will be warmed up, but we will check. My oven does not have any settings. It has a dial and a thermometer, so we might have to watch some of the movie while we wait for the oven to warm up, and that's not a problem with me. So here it is, just pressed out as even as possible. It's a really thin crust, so, you know, it's just barely gonna cover the bottom of the pan, and that's what you want. And I'm gonna go start the movie and wait for the oven to heat up, and then we will pop it in. When it's done, we'll let it cool and then start the other layers. Pie, 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 pie. Let's watch some White Christmas. So I just popped the crust in the oven. It's gotta bake for like 15 to 20 minutes, and I've got my R2D2 kitchen timer right here, ready to tell me when it's done. And I'm gonna keep watching White Christmas, but I figured I'd, you know, talk you guys through what I'm doing in case any of you want to try this. It's delicious. Mom sometimes puts crushed candy canes on the very top. I don't like candy canes, so we're not gonna do that, but it is an option, you know, when you get there. So, White Christmas. This is like one of 2 Christmas movies I watched. This one and the OG 1960s animated Grinch. But I don't think that one's on Netflix. So, yeah. So this is the first layer. It is 8 ounces of cream cheese, a cup of Cool Whip, and a cup of powdered sugar, all mixed it together. And I think the crust needs to cool a little bit more, so I'm going to watch some more of the movie. I'll put that on, and then you'll make the second layer. And the third layer will go on Monday morning because it's just Cool Whip. And if you put it on too early, it deflates. So, layer number 1 or 2, depending on if you're counting the crust as a layer or not. But I'm gonna go back to watching White Christmas. Maybe the next time I take a break, that crust will be cool enough that I can put this on and not have it be a problem. So there is the cream cheese layer, and now I'm gonna make the main layer. There isn't really a main layer, but it's a small package of the Jell-O vanilla instant pudding and a large packet of the chocolate Jell-O instant pudding. Add 4.5 cups of milk, and then I'm gonna whisk this together and then probably go shower because it's a little after 10:30. What I'm gonna do, have to go to rink in the morning. And you know, you whisk it up for like 2 minutes and then let it set for 5 so it can set while I'm in the shower. Then we'll put it on top and pop it in the refrigerator to deal with on Monday before we go to work. So let's do this. Okay, so it's midnight, but I did want to, you know, sign off. Woo, it's dark. For the last night of this week of weekly vlogs. You know, weekly Vlogmas. And that's 100% what I get for putting this on the 4 gig memory card as opposed to the 32 or the 64. We ran out of space. So anyway, as I was saying, I just wanted to sign off on this week of Vlogmas. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to the rink in the morning. Gotta make cookies tomorrow night. And I will probably spend most of next week up at Tony's house. I know I'm going to be there Christmas Eve and Christmas. His mother will probably hurt me if I don't, but I might just spend the whole week up there because with no classes at the gym for the holidays, I'm going to be kind of bored the next couple weeks. So I'll definitely take my camera, but I don't know how much I'll film. So I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. But for now, I need to go to bed so I can go to the rink in the morning. Night, everybody.